What is up, guys? It is TheCitrusPanda today, and I'm coming at you with a video that I'd like to share with you. And I wanted to play a game today, and I just wanted to pick some random game, do some commentary, just have some fun. And I decided to play some Age of War 2. Now, this is a Flash game, not what I normally play on the channel, but I've played a few of them over, you know, every once in a while. Apparently also you can get Age of War. There's an ad down here that says get an Age of War, play free on mobile, which is weird because I didn't know they had a mobile game for this, and don't quote me on that, but the ad, that's what it says. So, what is Age of War 2? Well, if you were part of the Flash/minigame scene for any amount of time, I would say that you probably know Age of War, possibly not Age of War 2, but you'd at least know Age of War as a game. So, a long time ago, I probably mentioned this, but I used to actually not just play, but for the most part, I would pretty much play some good old mini games. I wouldn't really play I would play some MMOs, because I was really good at MMOs, but I also just liked playing games online, because you can hop on a mini game, play it, and then you could just get off it whenever you wanted to. So, this game is pretty straightforward. In fact, it's so easy to play, and it's surprisingly a lot of fun still. See, there was actually a funny story about this one is that while you're at school, and there was a class last year called MOP, which was like Microsoft Office Pro, which is, if you can guess, Microsoft Word and everything like that. Well, in this day and age, I don't know, I already had the experience with that, but you had to take it. It was like a mandatory class for whatever reason. They thought that was a mandatory class that everybody needed to take. But I found a website where you could play this at school, and I play this game all the time at school, and either way, this game is pretty awesome. I haven't played this game in a while, but I still remember pretty much exactly how to play. So, the idea behind it is that you send out troops to fight your enemy, and that is literally the point of this game. That is how you win, that is how you play the game. And I think we might have to use some meteors here. Maybe. That might waste too much XP though, because you do have a special ability to take out the enemy troops, which usually it's a one-hit KO for the most part. And it does take a lot of XP though, and XP is better spent getting up to the next age so that you can get ahead of your opponent, because the better troops you have, the more damage you will do, and the better you will be. There are little upgrades you can get here and there for your actual troops. In addition to each age you go into, you should be able to research one in the left-hand corner, and then you get a little small upgrade. If I buy this, for instance, I can go ahead and buy assault dinos from this point on, which means that I can get some pretty bulky creatures. Basically, these are like usually the big creatures right here. These are the armored types, which cost more population. See, I can have a maximum of 10 population. These cost more, they usually do a lot of damage, they can take a lot of damage, and they're usually pretty effective. Now, each unit in this game counters some other unit. Keep that in mind if you're going to play this game at all. For instance, I'm not the best at this game, but I do think that the slingers and like everything that's ranged counter the anti-armor. The anti-armor obviously counter the armored, and the infantry counter the slingers and whatnot. So, I mean, you kind of have to think about it a little bit. If you want the exact information, you have to play the game yourself and kind of figure it out. My enemy has already gotten up to the Spartan age, which means he will be pumping out Spartan people. Playing on medium the first time that you play, probably not the best idea. I'm playing on medium because I kind of have an idea what I'm doing. I'm going to go up to the Spartan age now. But it can get pretty crazy. Now I'm going to put the game speed on 2 for a couple of reasons. One, this game goes pretty slow if you don't have it on 2. And it's basically right now it's just a line of people fighting. So they send out people from their base, I send out people from my base, and it's a pretty much never-ending battle until one of us gets the other one's base. If you play on easy, you can actually end it pretty early on, I found. Unfortunately, he just used his ultimate ability thing, so it's going to kill my people. I'm going to use mine as well just to get rid of all of his troops, I think. Uh-oh, they're actually attacking me. But we will send this guy out, and we'll send some Spear Spartans behind him. We'll actually upgrade some of my troops. Actually, we'll upgrade all my troops to at least the 2nd tier, just to get them up on a little bit of an advantage over my enemy. We've got some spearmen, and we'll go ahead and create... I'm not thinking a guard. I'm thinking I'm just going to wait until I get maybe to the Egyptian age to get any turrets, or maybe even after that, because it'll be pretty good. Now, the Armored Spartan could be pretty good, but you have to think about it in this sense. That costs 500 gold, so would you rather have like 5 of those guys? That's not exact because they're 110 gold, but would you rather have about 4 of those guys, or like 1 of those guys? I mean, these guys attack from far away, they walk, well, they don't walk faster, but it just really depends on what you want and how your enemy is building. Now, if you're playing on a really high level, like I used to actually play against like the hard AI or even like the insane AI in this game, and on the original. But if you really want to get into it, then you have to counter units. But on medium mode, usually just putting out a large amount of units and just trying to beat, like, just basically, it's a war of attrition, if you want to put it that way. It's basically a war of who can put as many people on the battlefield at a time and who can win first, and that's basically what this game is all about. The last age is a futuristic kind of age, and there's some really, really awesome units you can get in that. From what I remember, you can actually mass a bunch of priests in a row, and you can actually upgrade them quite a bit, and then just make them wreak havoc on everybody. Like, if you get maxed out priests, and you have them, like, on the Egyptian, you can usually end the game pretty early. Which I found some ways that you can end the game pretty early. This is one of the ways. You literally just keep on making priests, and I don't want to make too many more because I could actually just literally end the game here. Although I'm going to actually max out my population with the Egyptian priests. And you see what I mean, though. I have effectively gotten all my priests over the enemy side, and now I'm basically just flooding them. Now, I don't want to win the game, so I'm not going to keep spamming them, but you get the idea. You can do different strategies like that. I'm going to send out 2 Anubis warriors. He's going to be using it as his ultimate ability thing, which is fine by me because I didn't have too many people out there. So we'll send out some Anubis warriors, some priests behind them. And we could now buy another, well, not another turret, but a turret in general. We're actually going to just upgrade my tower. So now I've got 2 places to put tower parts. We've got 1 there and 1 there. I think you can have 3, so you can have 3 turrets. But keep in mind that the farther in you get, the better turrets you're going to get. I think after Egyptian is Medieval, and then Renaissance, and then Modern, which is like modern day weaponry, and then there's Futuristic. I might actually, unfortunately, win the game here. I was going to say unfortunately win the game, although that sounds kind of weird, but I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to come back in a little bit, maybe whenever I get a couple ages. Actually, we just got in the Medieval age. I'll show you some of these. See, in this one, what's weird is that you have to unlock the anti-armor, which usually you unlock the armor, but we're going to make some anti-armor mages. We're going to make some archers behind that. Now, we have actually gotten pretty decent, we've got decently far ahead of them because they are still in the Egyptian age while we're pumping out medieval age units. And that is a pretty good thing. I'll be back in a little bit with some more gameplay. We are back for some more, and this time we are in the Renaissance age, which is a pretty cool age. It's kind of like the Conquistador kind of look they're going for here. We can actually upgrade and get the black powder thing, and you can actually get these cannons, which move by themselves. This is another one of those power spikes that are kind of ridiculous because it's an anti-armor unit. They do a lot of damage, and they have pretty good range, like double the range of an actual range unit. If you mass these guys up, like I could actually just win the game right now by pure massing of the cannons. But depending on what difficulty mode you are playing on, your opponent will scale differently. Like, they were ahead of me in the beginning, but now I'm considerably ahead of them. They're still medieval, I'm in Renaissance, and I'm almost actually up to 11,000 XP, which means I can get to the modern age. So, I'm going to be in the modern age whenever they're in the good old medieval age, or I'll be in the modern while they're in the Renaissance. But either way, I'm actually getting into their base. They do have some medieval turrets, so that's going to deter me from actually taking out their base, but we could take out the base right now, but I want to continue kind of showing you what this game is all about. Bada boom, bada bing. Alright, get some more kills. What do we need? 11,000? We should get that pretty soon. Unfortunately, well, will we actually just straight up win? I don't think we will, because they target the minions first. Not the minions, but the troops first. Okay, so we're going to upgrade to Modern Age. We've got some Modern Age people. We're going to send out some grenade soldiers and then some machine gun soldiers after that. We should be able to pretty much just wreck all of them because they are still in Medieval and we're in the Modern. So just 2 grenade, I might have just won the game right there actually. 2 grenade soldiers and some machine gun soldiers, and that probably won me the game. I don't know if they can stop that. Look at how much damage they're actually they're actually dealing to my troop, but they can't even get past them. And that is GG victory. Alright guys, If you'd like to play some Age of War, the best place to do it, in my opinion, is maxgames.com. The reason being is that you can play on insane mode on this particular website. If not, you can find it on like Addicting Games and Armor Games and many other websites. I don't know what else, but apparently, let me scroll down. You can play it free on mobile. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but you should check it out. Check that out too if you're into that. So, I will see you guys later.